G'day, I'm Peter Sesselmann, and today we're going to have a bit of fun. So, the egg is a product that I've made for many years now. And it's a very popular product. You strap it onto the top of your foot, you just tap your foot, and you get a Stompbox sound. But there's another thing you can do with these eggs, which allows you to modify it into a different style of Stompboxes, one that you kind of stomp your foot down upon. So, a little DIY project here today. Most of these components you can get off my website in the DIY section. So I have a little pack that comes with some rubber feet, comes with a little bracket and some screws. And all you basically do is you take your egg and you pull the strap out. Then you insert the bracket through there. Then, or before then, you go to your local supermarket. I just popped up to Aldi and picked up a cheese board, I suppose you'd call it. Wood serving board, it says. Less than $20. Made from wood. It's got a bit of a handle on it here. There's some other shapes there. There was a square one, there was a really long one, but I thought, this one kind of looked interesting with the handle. So let's take the packaging off. And now we've got the board. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to mount this onto here. Okay? And we'll do that by lining it up first. Now I'm just doing this by eye. Yep, that's where it fits. I'm going to have the plug coming off this way, away from you when you use it. You could put it sideways and have the plug coming out the side. That's entirely up to you. Depends a bit on the shape of the board that you get, I suppose. So let's have a look. Let's put some screws in and we'll see how we go. So I'm going to drill 2 little pilot holes. I don't want the wood to split. Not that I think it will, but it just makes life easier if you've got to drill and just drill a little pilot hole. So I just go through the bracket here. Do a pilot hole there. There. I'll make my little boot ready. Like that. You can probably still use it as a cheese board afterwards. Just say a worm got into it or something like that. So, now we have 2 little pilot holes. We get some screws. The screws come in the DIY pack. You've got to have a screwdriver. So, that goes down into the hole we just drilled. A couple of turns. Same with the opposite side. Voila! There's your egg mounted onto the board. So it's like a cheese and egg board, I suppose. Now, that's not going to work great just like that, so we need to put some suspension on there, because movement is really important for these Stompboxes to make a sound. So I got some little stick-on rubber feet, and I'm going to put them up here so that when I stomp on it, I will get the right kind of movement. So I stick on there. Now I would probably put some screws in these as well, because they do tend to just fall off, these rubber feet. So in the pack you'll find 2 more screws, and they're to go in through here. So I'm going to use a drill for this, or a powered screwdriver. There, 2 rubber feet. In hindsight, it probably would have been easier to put those on before putting the egg on, but 6 of one, half of that's not the other. So now, when it sits on the ground, it sits a little bit on an angle, facing up towards the egg. makes it a little bit more comfortable to play, I suppose, and also gives it that right suspension. So if I take this mat away and just put it down like that, and when you stomp your foot on, you get that nice movement up there. So now a little bit of super glue or CA glue. I'm just going to put two little rubber non-slip. These are much skinnier. Okay, so there's no movement in this, just to stop it slipping. I'm going to put those down here. And goes on there. And goes on there. That's a little blob of glue underneath each one. Like that. So now, let's go up to the studio and give it a good old beating. See what it sounds like. Catch you there. Okay, so we are now up in the studio. And on the floor here, you can see I have the breadboard, the cheese board, the egg board in this case. Now, interesting thing is that because of the way the egg is mounted to the board, you kind of get almost like two sounds, one on the heel and one on the toe. So you get a very deep bass sound up towards the top of the board, and at the back you get a little bit more of a woody knock sound. So when you're playing, it's almost a bit like a almost like you're getting two sounds. So anyway. There you have it. A really simple little DIY project for anyone to tackle. Just a breadboard, an egg, and a couple of rubber feet on the back. Rock out with it if you want to. Anyway, check out my website, peterman.com.au, and have a look in the DIY section. I'll catch you there. Cheers.